Coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you about the freshman that's been making an impact for the WVU men's basketball team. I'm Ryan Daugherty, and that story's coming up next. Next on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you about the newest addition to the largest state forest in West Virginia. I'm Ryan Daugherty. Stay tuned for that story next. In his first start with the Mountaineers against Jacksonville State, Neve recorded 3 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Riley, Zach, basketball is back in the WVU Coliseum as the men's basketball team opened their season on November 6th against Missouri State. Yet with uncertainty in the offense, interim head coach Josh Eilert is looking for some players to step up. The charity exhibition against George Mason on October 27th was the fans' first chance to catch the new team at the WVU Coliseum, and the proceeds benefited the WVU Children's Hospital. WVU will play one of the toughest schedules in the ACHA this season, with games against Ohio, Liberty, Pitt, and Stony Brook. All 4 of those teams are ranked in the top 20 last season. Zach, Riley, Ofri Neve is one of 5 internationally born players on the WVU men's basketball roster. And in his first season of college basketball, he is shaping up to be one of the best freshmen in the country. The WVU men's basketball team is down to only 9 players due to suspensions, health, and pending waivers. But freshman Ofri Neve has been the spark the team has needed, and his teammates have thrived off his energy.
For a kid who the first 3 weeks he was here didn't say a word, and now he's calling for ISOs in the post, and he's like, "Hey, bring it in, guys!" Like, and I love it. Like, I love it, and I'm like, Ofri, like, I mean, a kid, you know, he's 18 years old. He'll play the whole season at 18. We've got incredibly lucky to have Ofri on our team.
Neve signed with the Mountaineers on August 9th. In the weeks prior to his commitment, he was playing for his home country of Israel in the U18 FIBA European Championship, where he was discovered by former WVU All-American and now assistant coach Deshaun Butler.
His coach, the guy who was getting ready to be his coach, was my coach in Israel, and one of the best coaches I've ever played for, without a doubt. If he was going to play for him, I was like, well, yeah, he can play.
Neve was the 3rd international transfer to join the team this offseason, joining Jesse Edwards from the Netherlands and Kerr Karisha from Estonia. In his first start with the Mountaineers against Jacksonville State, Neve recorded 3 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Neve's versatility allows him to play multiple positions, and interim head coach Josh Eilert believes he can be one of the next Mountaineer greats.
He's going to be a very special player. He's already a special player, but as long as he has that growth mindset and continues to get better, he might be one of the best that ever play here as we move forward. That's a big thing to say, but that's how much I believe in him.
The Mountaineers are preparing for their biggest home game of the season so far as the Pitt Panthers come to the WVU Coliseum for the Backyard Brawl on Wednesday, December 6th. The Mountaineers currently hold a 6-game winning streak over the Pitt Panthers, and they'll be looking to join the women's basketball and football team with wins in the Backyard Brawl this season. Riley, Zach, basketball is back in the WVU Coliseum as the men's basketball team opened their season on November 6th against Missouri State. Yet with uncertainty in the offense, interim head coach Josh Eilert is looking for some players to step up. A roller coaster offseason for the WVU men's basketball team continued on October 23rd when the NCAA ruled transfer Raekwon Battle ineligible for the upcoming season. While that decision is currently being appealed, interim head coach Josh Eilert says guys on the bench are going to have to step up.
Certain guys that come off the bench that we're going to get limited minutes are going to have to take up that responsibility and take advantage of that responsibility in terms of what we're going to need to rely on to win games.
Sophomore Josiah Harris played in just 6 minutes a game for the Mountaineers last season, but in the charity exhibition, he played 23 minutes as a starter and finished the game with 12 points and 9 rebounds. The charity exhibition against George Mason on October 27th was the fans' first chance to catch the new team at the WVU Coliseum, and the proceeds benefited the WVU Children's Hospital. WVU won the matchup 85-78. The Mountaineers were led by senior transfer Jesse Edwards, who finished with 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Edwards is a preseason All-Big 12 honorable mention and was named to the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award watch list, which is awarded to the top center in college basketball. Senior Quinn Slazinski also added 21 points off the bench and expressed how proud he was of the team after the game.
Yeah, I'm unbelievably proud of my team. Throughout the past summer, just throughout everything, you bring 11 new guys on the team together with the whole new coaching staff. You can say what you want about the game. I'm super proud of my team, how we came together.
The Mountaineers opened their season at home against Missouri State on November 6th and will play 2 more home games against Monmouth on November 10th and Jacksonville State on November 14th before heading to Florida for the Fort Myers tip-off tournament. The men's basketball team was picked to finish 9th in the Big 12 Conference this season. And similar to the football team, Eiler and the rest of the squad will be looking to prove those doubters wrong this season. The WVU club hockey program is part of the American Collegiate Hockey Association, which has no affiliation to the NCAA. The team receives no direct funding from the university and is mostly funded by player fees. However, even though players have to pay to play, General Manager Todd Gukin says there's still a high demand to join the program.
We've got a D1, D2, D3, we've got a women's team, and we could have thrown another team on the ice if we had more ice here. We ran out of ice.
Like the other WVU teams, the hockey program recruits players from all over. The D1 team's leading scorer, Leo Haban, is from Slovakia. Forward Dawson Taylor is another player from out of state, and he explained what drew him to West Virginia.
You know, culture in the room is always good. It's a great group of guys. When I first came here, I met a couple of the boys, and, you know, they kind of just, I fell in love with them too. They're a great group of guys, fun guys to hang around with, and always working hard on the ice. And that's the only thing you can ask for in a team right there.
The D1 team had a head coaching change this season as Tyler Kutek was promoted from the D2 team after winning Coach of the Year and leading the team to a conference title. However, his first season leading the D1 team will be no easy task. WVU will play one of the toughest schedules in the ACHA this season, with games against Ohio, Liberty, Pitt, and Stony Brook. All 4 of those teams are ranked in the top 20 last season. Home games are played at the Morgantown Ice Arena, and they're broadcasted on the Mountaineer Hockey Network on YouTube. Your next chance to catch the Mountaineers on the ice will be on November 10th, when the D2 team faces off against East Carolina.